when I was a kid, you would if you went to a new town or something, you could just kind of find the punks. There's usually only about 8 or 9 of them, and
Right.
just walk up to them, and you all sort of spoke the same language. I mean, there's regional differences. Now, obviously, it's a way bigger thing. Everybody uses that word. You know, you'll see like anybody from a news anchor to someone in a movie. Like, it's become this kind of big, much bigger cultural institution.
As a pioneer of a specific subgenre of punk rock, what does the word punk mean to you? And not necessarily by definition, but to you personally, does it have any specific meanings?
Yeah, well, so I have my own definition. I think that punk is a collection of different definitions. It means different things to different people. You know, to someone who grew up on My Chemical Romance, it means one thing. Whatever you're doing, it means different things. So for me, I have this this thing that it meant to me when I was 11, 12, 13 through my 20s. And it was, I don't know exactly how to put it into words, but it was just kind of like the music we listened to, a spirit of, I wouldn't say defiance, but a desire to, I mean, it's such a cliche, but kind of think for yourself and do something artistic and creative and social that's outside of the normal constraints of society.
Right.
I sound like Repo Man right now, but yeah, just sort of like you know, doing your own thing. And of course, there was this very specific aesthetic when I grew up. You know, the hardcore kids were dressed a certain way, and hardcore meant something totally different. So there were certain things it meant, and a lot of it was sort of intuitive. When I was a kid, you would, if you went to a new town or something, you could just kind of find the punks. There's usually only about 8 or 9 of them, and just walk up to them, and you all sort of spoke the same language. I mean, there's regional differences. Now, obviously, it's a way bigger thing. Everybody uses that word. You know, you'll see like anybody from a news anchor to someone in a movie. Like, it's become this kind of big, much bigger cultural institution. But I have my own thing that I grew up with, and that's what it means to me. And I guess it basically means, you know, being a little outside of the norm, kind of thinking for yourself and self-defining in terms of art and socializing, and also a specific style of music, you know.
Yeah. I've always kind of had a hard time with that. You know, you feel like punk kind of means something, and then like me being kind of protective over that something for whatever reason, maybe because it's all I had. And so I've been trying to feel like punk is very unique to each person's experience. So
yeah. I there was a time when I felt more protective, like,
right.
You know, that's not punk, but the thing is, it doesn't work.
The older I get, the less I care about that. It's just, I know I used to feel like, no, that doesn't really fit. And it's just like, well, that's wholly un-punk of you, if you will. Like, it's super lame to be like caring what somebody else is doing as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, plus you're just outnumbered.
Yeah, right.
There's just always going to be people doing something new and you know, claiming that definition for themselves. Like, a good example is there's a lot of kids in LA that do a sort of like mumble rap, screamy mumble rap thing. I don't think mumble rap's the right word, but you know, like that type of thing. And that's punk for them. So, you know.
Well, I think this kid named NASCAR Allo just signed to Hellcat, and it blew my mind. Because as far as I understood it, he was like a rapper. And there's people going, no, he's a punk rock artist. And I was like, what, really? And I like go back and look, and I'm like, well, I guess if you go based on like attitude, message, and aesthetic, yeah, music doesn't necessarily have to sound a certain way.
Yeah, actually, me and Tim worked on a track for that guy.
No
Coincidentally,
kidding.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we banged up a sort of background, you know, for him to sample.
Okay.
Because they're on Epitaph, so, you know, there's that connection. We just did it for fun, but
that's cool.
Sounded cool. I've never met the guy, but I like what he does.
Hey, what's up? I just wanted to say thank you for watching my video. I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out. If you'd like to support what I'm doing a little further, I have a record label with a lot of big things happening. There's a link to my Bandcamp in the description. I own a small record store. There's a link to my Discogs in the description as well. And finally, there is a Patreon link in the description. None of these are mandatory, of course. I just wanted to let you know they exist. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll answer them as fast as I can.